So I put that quote up at the beginning not because I think I'm a genius, but because I do feel like I live my life, certainly nowadays, with the spirit of a child. And I think that's why a lot of people perhaps look at me like I'm a bit crazy. They can't quite work me out. Maybe why people don't essentially get some of the stuff I do in these vlogs. What I'd like to look at today is more about what I've achieved in the last week for the business. Things have moved on quite fast. I sit here today as the sole proprietor of my business now, Piece It Together Design. On Friday I met the business advisor. He didn't trash my business plan, although to be fair, he didn't read it in full. But by the end of that discussion, he had encouraged me to move on fairly quickly. It was getting the prototype designed and developed and into the venues where I'm hoping that will be sold. I've got a couple of domain names registered for the business in due course, just to get that protected. It's all becoming quite real now, so we've moved on from an idea to actually the practicalities of the business. They're looking at the costings, the suppliers. I've spoken to a couple already, just finalising some bits of that. It's quite good. The most daunting part of that is the fact that I'm on my own in this, in terms of the actual business work. I've got people supporting me. But I did have some idea of giving you an analogy about a volcano I climbed up in Galapagos, which has like the second largest crater in the world. And when I walked past it the first time, it was cloudy, so I couldn't see anything. And then when we came back, it was clear, and you could see the 20 kilometres or whatever it is to the other side. And it's something like the cloud was what it was like before I got to this stage. And now I'm at this stage, that cloud has kind of gone, and I can just see the vast distance I've got to get across. But yeah, it's doable, one step at a time. So we'll see how that goes. I've got a list again, still not following it, I've written too much on it. Big pause. Oh yeah, so I was talking about the kind of childhood thing and the responsibilities. You know, I still have the big responsibilities like other people. I can't believe the time goes so fast when I do this. Like finances over there, hanging up on one of my beams. I have a whiteboard that I keep updated with the rather pitiful state of my finances, but I'm still smiling. It kind of gives me. It's called Ollie's Bankruptcy Buster. It's been there for several months, and so far it's worked. It may get a little bit tighter because every time I seem to take a step forward, the banks decide to give me a huge slap around the face with a big wet kipper and knock me back a little bit. But I will keep pressing on so that we can deal with whatever they throw at me. One thing I didn't say is good old entrepreneurial dad. Once we were discussing this the other day, he emailed me later that night or the next day saying, giving me a marketing slogan for for my prototype idea, and it was spot on. So there you go. He's still got it. I had some good news on a separate matter, the matter that I'm really evasive about every time I keep bringing it up, but it's maybe coming together. I had a few views on my vlog from Germany, and I'm pretty sure I know what that relates to, and I'm hopeful that this week we may find out some more about that. I've been working on my essays at last, so that's also great. I've got 2 essays that I'm writing for my course. One, I'm looking at entrepreneurship education, comparing the UK, Spain and India in terms of education. Enterprise education. The other essay is called Beer We Go, Turning Passion into Profit on the Micropub Level. How do you like that for a title? That's my one with the interview with our Tony. You can probably tell from the facial furniture that I've had a bit of an update on my image there, so thank you to Christian Scott for sorting me out there. I can't believe in my New Year's Day vlog I didn't congratulate Sir Lee Pearson, a friend of mine since the Paralympics in 2012. Really good news really pleased he's got that at last and accepted it. And another shout out, although last time I think I did it in writing, but to Harley over in the States for his continued support down at the Standing Rock camp and their continued fight against the, I think it's the Dakota Access Pipeline, isn't it? That's what the APL stands for. Went home for a week for around New Year just to see his family, but he's now back out to those freezing temperatures as an emergency medical technician supporting the people in that camp there. So good on you, good luck. We'll see you next time. I've actually got a little drink, not a lot, a little bit of port. Cheers, until next time.